G'day guys, my name's Chris, this is iRidetas. Welcome back to the carport, and in today's video we're going to remove the stock airbox and replace it with a Mikunioz 48mm velocity stack. What that's going to do is create some negative space, give you the ability to see through the frame, give it a little bit more retro look, but also make it probably run a little bit better, because don't tell anyone, but it's going to take a lot of the emissions gear off the bike. So in theory it will run a little bit better, but it's going to have to be rejetted to the velocity stack. So in this video we're going to remove the airbox and put that velocity stack on, and in the next video we're going to be rejetting the carb. So yeah, let's get into it, guys. Before we do all that, guys, I really just want to continue to thank chopthandbob.com.au for their continued support of the channel. Check out chopthandbob.com.au and make sure, guys, you use iRidetas 10 on checkout to save yourself a bit of money in this difficult time. Cost of living has gone through the roof, and understand that, but if you want to support a local business and score yourself some cool merch, chopthandbob.com.au, place to go, guys. Yeah, let's get into ripping this airbox off. There's a few components in here that we'll be taking out. The pod filters I put on, the airbox, this, which is, what is it? It's an air injection. It's designed to stop spluttering on diesel. It's very similar to an AIS system, but I plan on removing it. You'll be able to see through this space here. We'll be able to get easier to the carb, and we'll be able to rejet it in the next video. So let's get down to business and get this airbox out, which will sort of free up a little bit of room to move to then look at what we're up against to get this out. It's going to be a 10mm in here. And the same on the other side. Going to use a blade screwdriver to remove the pods I put on. And yet again, same on the other side. A 10 in here. So that frees up that, and we'll go around the other side, and there's some piping that we need to remove. Free that up there. Pull that out. Just going to use a small Phillips head to loosen this off. Up there. That is loose, and we should be able to just swivel it around and get it out. Yeah. And while we're here, we'll just take off this pipe. So that's removed there. and our velocity stack will install there. We'll just go around the other side because we're gonna have to remove this. It's just got a 5mm Allen key. Remove that, and that frees that up there. And we'll just pull this piping through, and I'll just so that's vacuum there, and that's there, and that removes that. And we'll probably just remove that elbow there if we can. And that starts to clear up a lot of that space. This bracket seems to mount behind here, so we might just grab a screwdriver and see if we can remove that. So guys, I think at this stage I'm going to leave these tabs all on the bike in case I need to return it to stock. Nothing would annoy me more than if I removed all that and then I couldn't jet it correctly and it didn't run how I wanted to. So it's only a quick job of removing them at a later date if we choose to. So let's play it slightly cautious and leave them on for the moment. We are just going to install a TFI 12mm breather here to vent the heads. So got it from Autobarn. It was about 12 bucks. That's in there. Part number 3998A, and we are just going to install it there with a blade screwdriver. Just tighten it down. That will vent to atmosphere. Rather than running all that oily air back through the airbox and back through the engine. So that's sorted. In a moment we might cable tie that into position just so it doesn't flop around. That doesn't look too bad. I'm happy with that. Let's go around the other side. Okay. So that one we already clipped when I put the pod filters on. That can hide up in there. Vacuum. Just clip that cable tie. Take the screw out that I put in. So, where to go? That vacuum port, we'll just put that screw in there. It's got some that vacuum port, wherever it went, we'll just put a screw in there and just put a cable tie on that to block that off, because we won't be using that, because again it went to that device that reduces popping on diesel. That can cut off there. Yeah, that's pretty good there. we'll get our velocity stack and install it. So this is our 48mm Mikunioz velocity stack. We'll just tighten the hose clamp up a little bit so it doesn't flop all over the place. And push it on like so. Perfect. And just again tighten the hose clamp, and it just needs to be nipped up. Yeah, that's perfect there. So I don't really expect this to run, but we'll give it a go. Yeah. So you can hear it dies at about half throttle, so it is absolutely too lean, which is absolutely no surprise because we've taken the airbox off. Guys, that was just a quick video opening up this space here in the frame so that you can see through it, which helps just give it a slim down, more chopper look, more vintage look. So we took out this device, which sort of reduces popping on decel and helps meet emissions. We blocked up a few vacuum lines that used to run to the airbox and to that device. I put a TFI Racing 12mm breather or filter, if you like, onto the elbow that joins the breathers coming off the head. On this side of the bike, pretty obviously I took the airbox out and the pipe work out, and I put a 48mm Mikunioz velocity stack on, and we shortened and cleaned up some of the piping. Yeah, it's a quick video, but some of the videos up until date have been pretty epic, and I know 25-30 minute videos are probably beyond what most people want to watch, but I really am just making sort of non-standard length videos. However long the job takes is however long the video will be. Quite obviously I haven't taken the tabs off the bike yet. I really want to see whether I can get it to run how I want it to run before we de-tab it, because once they're gone it's very difficult to put the stock airbox back on and get it to run stock. So we will rejet it and then we'll remove those tabs, and yeah, rejetting is the next video. Because there's still a little bit to go on this bike, but I'm really loving how it's come out. Again, I really love the colour and people's reaction to the colour. Yeah, I get people stopping me at the fuel station all the time, and yeah, it's divided a lot of people, but most people can see exactly what I was going for with the bike, absolutely. Yeah, I am looking for another project, so if you're in Tasmania and you've got a bike sitting in the shed that is gathering dust, hit me up. My budget is very, very low for the next build, because bottom line is I've been renovating the house and I had to buy the van. My budget is super low for the next project, but I am looking around to see what's out there, to see what I could afford to continue bringing content to you guys. But yeah, if you live in Tasmania and you've got a bike that you think I might be interested in at a price that you think I might be interested in, hit me up on Instagram, guys. That's always the best way to get in contact with me, or just leave a comment and I can get back to you for sure. Because the videos come out on Tuesday, 3:30 PM Australian Daylight Savings Time. Till I see you in the next one where we're rejetting this carb, I am out, guys. Take care. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out, guys. See you next Tuesday.